Welcome to McWhorter Stadium and Clemson, South Carolina. Tonight is Clemson's final regular season home game as the Tigers play host to Presbyterian College. Alongside the head coach Scott Whitlock, Tony Schufo with you. Coach, the Tigers coming off a big weekend.
Yes, winning 3 over Virginia really came big for the Tigers.
Yeah, playing great defensively, timely hitting, outstanding pitching in the circle as well.
And Macy Cintron is warming up. There you see her right there. She got off to a slow start this season because of injuries, but the last couple of weeks she has been pure gold.
So Cintron continues to swing it. Now she's pitching very well. Coach, look at those numbers.
Look at that right there, last 7 games. 4-0 on the mound, under 3 ERA, hitting .318, 8 RBIs. Her presence in the batting order makes Clemson just a different ball club.
So the Tigers are hot, and so is the freshman from Presbyterian College, Hallie Duke.
Hallie Duke, the rookie out of Bremen, Georgia. I know where that's at. You don't. But she is one of the top hitters for freshmen in the NCAA, statistically, hitting .403 on the season.
And for the Tigers in the circle, the right-hander, Abby Dunning.
Yep, she's had a, I think it's fair to say, up and down year. Sometimes a struggle with control, but she's out here tonight to get some work in because to go far in the ACC tournament and maybe even later on in the postseason, you got to have several pitchers out there at your access, and Dunning would be one that Coach Rittman would love to have.
Absolutely, and see if she can get things going as, and, you know, after tonight, final regular season home game, Tigers on the road this weekend to wrap up the ACC. Baxley Arnett to lead things off, and the first pitch is outside of ball. Let's take a look at Presbyterian starters. Got Avery Robinson in the cleanup spot.
Yeah, Avery Robinson's hit .346. He's got 19 RBIs. This is a team that is a little bit better than their record indicates. Their record's 19-27, but they play hard.
Back to the screen. 2 balls and a strike to the leadoff batter, Arnett, the shortstop.
I think it's very important for Dunning to get herself like almost into a tunnel and just live inside that tunnel and not let one pitch cause you problems on the next pitch.
Good point. The 2-1 catches the inside, 2-2.
When we saw her work this past weekend, she worked from behind almost every at-bat.
After this pitch, I want to ask you a question about, you know, how do you go about, well, we'll talk about it in just a moment. The 2-2. Foul straight back. All right, so you're struggling with your command. What do you do as a pitching coach to fix it?
Well, you talk to them about keeping it simple. And the worst thing a pitcher can do is start thinking out there. The thinking needs to be done in practice, in the bullpen or whatever. When you get out there, just, you know, get the signal, make the pitch, and do what you did right there, strike out the batter.
Yeah, good start for Dunning as Arnett goes down swinging.
And this brings up the rookie that we all want to see hit.
Yeah, the rookie, as you mentioned, third baseman Hallie Duke, who has had a really good start to her collegiate career. In fact, coach, 3 times this year, she has been named the Big South Freshman of the Week. She's also been named the Big South Player of the Week once.
Yes. Fine-looking prospect.
Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tell me about Bremen, Georgia. You familiar?
Yes, it's a textile town out on the west end of the state, straight out from Atlanta off of I-20. Back years ago, if you wanted a suit of clothes, you went to Bremen because they had all the textile factories were in that town, or a good many of them were.
Well, as we mentioned this weekend, Brockenbrough has reached base for Clemson, the center fielder, 23 consecutive games. Duke comes into this with a 15-game streak for the Blue Hose. The freshman trying to keep that going as she takes it outside, 2-2.
That's a tough pitch to take right there with 2 strikes. But it was outside of the zone.
Dunning, the 2-2. Back to the screen. How impressive is it to have a youngster that first time around as a collegian to put up the numbers that you mentioned in the pregame, over 400, reach base 15 consecutive games?
Man, it's impressive to have a senior do that. You have a freshman do it. I mean, that's almost unbelievable.
The payoff from Dunning. The Duke stays alive.
I can already tell right now she fouls off a lot of pitches. She makes the pitcher work.
All right, so tell me what she does here. Let's take a look. As she looks down, is she looking at her hands and making sure that her fingers are lined up a certain way? Watch.
Yeah, she's looking at her knuckles.
Looking at her knuckles, okay. Well, you called it, Coach. She fouls off another, stays alive. Tigers defensively with Johnson in left.
At least she'll check and be sure the knuckles are in the same places they were. Yep, there they are. Yep.
Do you
Fix my hat. Wait a minute. All right, there's the knuckles. All right, we're good.
Grounded to short. 2 away. Boy, defensively, this team has been great for the Tigers have, particularly you look at what they've done the last 12 games, Coach.
They've been on quite a roll defensively, playing very clean, limiting teams to 3 outs an inning, not helping them out. And this is a good sign what we're seeing early in the first 2 hitters with Dunning, as there's 2 up and 2 down.
Here's Audrey Burton, who looks at a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. You know, I went back, thought about this weekend, some of the great plays, particularly Chanel down at shortstop made. If she doesn't make those plays and extends the innings, I don't know if the Tigers get this week.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Clemson held a very, very, very good Virginia team at bay, particularly offensively. And Virginia came in here with the deepest pitching staff in the ACC, perhaps. And Clemson got after them pretty good there, too.
The 0-2 just misses in. Yeah, that's a good point. I think when you talk about depth within pitching, Florida State and Virginia, and the Tigers defensively in their pitching staff only allowed 6 runs over the 3 games.
If I had to like make some type of prophetic statement, I would say that Florida State is clearly the best pitching staff head to toe in the league, and Virginia's right on their heels. It takes a lot of different things for all that to fall into place, but the one thing that Clemson, Virginia, and Florida State all do, they play pretty good defense.
Burton fouls off the 2-2. As I was mentioned earlier, we got Johnson in left, Brockenbrough in center, Pipkins over in right field. Sarah Bro down at the hot corner at third base, Chanel at short. Collins at second base, Pavesi the freshman down at first, and behind the plate is Hicks. This one's popped up near the circle. Pavesi takes charge. And it's a good start for Abby Dunning and the Tigers. She retires PC 1, 2, 3. freshman hitting in the 3-spot Pavesi, or that bubble?
No, what's most impressive is the bubble inside that bubble. That's Manis down there, and she's showing them how to blow a bubble inside a bubble. Look at that right there.
You do that? Can you?
That is talent. But now let me just say this about Mac Pavesi, who is in the 3-hole for the Tigers. She is a sensational freshman in her own right, leading this team in hitting right now. Hitting .351, driven in a boatload of runs this year, 35. Tied for the lead with the catcher Hicks.
In the circle for Presbyterians, the right-hander Peyton Duncan, Tabor City, North Carolina. She's worked a lot of innings, almost 120.
Well, that sounds like a lot till you put up Manis.
Yeah, well, after I said it, I thought about it.
You have to preface that.
Yeah, it's amazing. As much as Manis has thrown, she's got enough energy left to blow bubbles.
Yeah.
0-2 to Brockenbrough. And she fouls this off. Jamison has reached base in 23 consecutive games, which equals her career high. She also did that last year. That 23 in a row is third best in school history. Maddie Moore, a year ago, reached base 29 straight in the All-America, or 2 All-Americans, and Moore and Cagle. This one's popped out of play. Valerie Cagle reached base at 2021 in 25 consecutive games.
Anytime you get above 20, you're showing off a little bit, I think.
Yep. She and Cagle are the only 2, as that one's tapped off the glove of the pitcher Duncan, and Brockenbrough will reach with a base hit and extends the streak to 24 games in a row.
That didn't take long to get that figured out, did it?
And now no one's paying attention. She tries to steal second, and she's out. She thought she was going to catch PC napping down at second base. She took off, and she's going to be caught stealing for out number 1. So she does get credit for a hit.
I don't know if I'd have tried that there, but it was also speaks well of PC to recover, because she's sitting there looking at nobody's looking at anything. But the pitcher, Duncan, was able to recover and make the throw to the second baseman for the out. So instead of a runner on and nobody out, there's 1 out and nobody on.
The element of surprise did not work, and a heads-up play by the PC defense. Chanel drives it to deep right center, going back and having room is the right fielder Coggins as she grabs it just shy of the track, 2 down. So the put out, by the way, is 1-4 on after the Brockenbrough infield base hit.
Now, is there a is that part of one long chain, or was there the base hit, then there's the ball hitting the gap?
And Pavesi hits it deep to left, but it's run down by Farthing in left field. We'll talk more about that when we come back. No score as we go to the second. Postseason chances.
Well, I think the 3-game wins over Virginia pretty well solidified the Tigers in the tournament. I think now they're trying to figure out, at what seed will they come in at? Will they, everything from 3 to 1 are in play now. It's just depending on what happens going forward. I mean, there's a route that if the Tigers were to somehow go to Durham and sweep and go deep into the ACC tournament, they could even be considered for a 1 seed.
A.V. Robinson to lead things off. I think it's a great point. I mean, we saw the numbers, RPI up to 22. This weekend it hovered around 26, if you will, 26, 28-ish. The strength of schedule, 15.
Yep. And there's 18 home sites in that first round. So if you're in the top 20, I mean, you're in the game. And there's a lot of factors that go into that. Now, I just gave you a lot of ifs in terms of having to go up and sweep Duke and go deep into the ACC tournament. But I think I feel very confident that they're in the tournament, and I feel like they're really trending maybe to be a 2 seed right now.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Robinson, comes in hitting at 346. And the Tigers, we had a conversation prior to the Virginia series. That one is lined fair, just inside the line, down the left field line, and a leadoff base hit for Robinson to start the PC second.
And she did a great job that time hitting the ball where it was pitched. That ball was on the outer part of the plate, and she just took it right down the line. Bro had no chance. Johnson got over there well to keep her at first base.
Here's Blair Darby. She'll bunt it. Hicks to first. Sacrifice goes 1 to 4. And Robinson moves into scoring position.
I like what they're doing right here. I think it was a great call to have the 5-hole hitter bunt in that situation. And Darby did a wonderful job of getting that bunt down. And that's going to bring up Grice with 1 out and a runner in scoring position.
But the other part of that, the Tiger, we saw Hicks bounce behind home plate, barehanded, make a good, strong, accurate throw. Here's Grice, Sierra Grice. She did not go on the first offering. 1 ball, no strikes. Robinson leadoff hit to left, stands at second with 1 away. Yeah, we'll talk more about the Clemson thing, because we had a conversation prior to last weekend on what you thought they needed to do within the league to make that jump. Check, swing, foul. We felt like, or you did, 4 wins would have been unbelievable between Duke and Virginia.
Right.
Because I guess, Coach, is it fair to say you can't anticipate sweeping anybody on any level?
No, you can't, and not a top 25 team like Duke.
Right.
I mean, Duke's a top 15 team.
That one is popped up near home plate. Hicks cannot come up with it.
Boy, there's an unfortunate occurrence right there. After getting the bunt down and getting her over there, it would have been great if if they were able to get an out and not move the runner. But now you give Grice another chance.
1 ball and 2 strikes. And that is strike 3 called on the outside corner, 2 away.
Dunning just said, I'll do it myself then. Here's a chance for Dunning to get out of the inning with no damage.
Gracie DeCure, left-handed batter, takes a strike. Well, what I like is the fact ball was dropped behind home plate, didn't phase her. Came back with strike 3 and then pumps in at 70 miles an hour, strike 1 to DeCure.
Yes.
Swing and a miss.
Right now, she's just throwing the ball by him. These last 3 pitches has been an example of a pitcher overpowering the hitter. All of these has been in the neighborhood of 70 miles an hour.
Now she strikes out DeCure, and that will end the inning. So a leadoff base hit by Robinson, sacrifice bunt to second, and then back-to-back punch-outs by the right-hander Abby Dunning sends us to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Coach.
Her last 7 games. Not that long ago, she was hitting under 220. Now she's all the way up to 260-something on the season. But what I want you to look at is in there is the pitching. She is 4-0 in the last 7 games. And this is a young woman who 2 weeks ago had only pitched about 2 innings.
Is it fair to say without Macy in the circle, the Tigers don't go 5-1 in their last 6 ACC games?
Absolutely.
And the right-handed hitter to lead things off. She looks at a strike.
We all know that Centron's full of talent. She was the conference freshman of the year last year. But injuries have slowed her this year, and she's battled through it. She's still not 100%, but she's starting to warm up. Her confidence is coming back, and she's looking more and more like the player that we watched most of last year.
Facing the right-hander, Peyton Duncan. And she's ahead of the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. I love her demeanor, whether it's in the circle or in the batter's box. She's kind of a pro's pro.
Yeah, she poker face.
Poker face, that's even better. It's a better description. And she's got a good eye at the plate as well. 3-1.
You never know, she don't tip her hand as to how she's feeling. As a rule.
3 balls and a strike. And Centron draws a leadoff walk. 2nd straight inning that the Tigers have had the leadoff hitter aboard, even though the first time it didn't last very long.
I bet Centron don't try to steal second.
I bet you're right.
Going to bring up the second baseman, Collins, who's quietly settled in at second base and having a good year.
Collins looks at a strike, hitting at 347.
Her career path has been a lot like Maddie Moore's, hasn't it?
Yeah, and she's had a great year. I mean, 347, 5 home runs, 32 driven in. Sometimes I think she gets overlooked because of Centron and some of the others. This one's hit foul left side.
Well, Hicks has had a big year hitting.
Hicks, Brockenbrough at the top of the order.
Brockenbrough.
And I don't want to say obviously you can't forget about a 350 hitter, but
no.
Maybe is it because she's been so good and so consistent for 2 years, the expectations is she's just going to continue to do it?
Well, I think she's actually taken a step forward this year.
Okay.
And I don't think that she's necessarily overlooked. I just think there's just so much to talk about.
This one she's going to flare for a base hit into left field, and the first 2 have reached to start the Tigers' 2nd inning.
And with Collins reaching, now we got another hot hitter that we haven't even talked about yet stepping in. Miss Bro is coming in to swing now. That's Sarah Bro, rookie 3rd baseman, who is starting to flex her muscles a little bit.
2 on, nobody out. She drives this one to right, giving chase down the line is Coggins. She'll run out of room. That's no balls and a strike. Hope she's okay.
Yeah, over the weekend, Bro had a 2 home run game.
It came Friday in a run rule win over Virginia, 12-4. She's the only Tiger this year with a multi-homer game. And the second one is still going.
Yes. She was highly recruited. She came in here known as a power hitting 3rd baseman. It took her a while to hit that first home run, but once she knocked the lid off of that jar, she's been a much better hitter.
1 ball, 1 strike. And this is in.
I really believe she was pressing. There you go. Her first 30 games, she hitting 228 with only 1 home run and 9 RBI. And in the last 10 games, look at that.
This one is driven to deep right field. Going back is Coggins, and it is gone. Right on cue. It's 3-0 Clemson.
How do I do it?
Well, you talked about her and her power over the last 10 ball games, and she promptly hits one out the deep right center, and the Tigers are on top.
And she drove that ball out of here the opposite field.
That's her 8th home run of the season.
I didn't know if it was going to get, I knew it was hit on a line, but I didn't know if it was going to get over the fence, but it did. It just flew right out of this ballpark. Hit it 227 feet. And ever since, I'm telling you, she's just been different. Since I think she must have been really pressing.
I want to ask you about that after this first pitch to the catcher, Corey Hicks, who leads the club with 10 homers. And she was the difference in Saturday's 3-1 win.
Yes, she was.
2-run homer to beat Virginia. At the time, gave the Tigers a 2-0 lead, but that was the difference in a 3-1 Clemson victory.
Yes. And it came at a key time in a windy day. If you remember, the ball was not carrying that great.
And she clubbed it right down the line. One ball, one strike. I'm going to go back to Sarah Bro and ask you another question about her swing and a miss. All right, you've seen it. I mean, you've been around the game. So how do you get a freshman from not pressing, not expecting too much?
You got to tell them, do what you do. I mean, because do what you do got you here.
And that's strike 3 called.
Yes.
Nice pitch by Duncan.
Took a little bit off of that one. Came in there at 48 miles an hour. Again, we talked about this from time to time, Tony, and you know this. You've seen as many games as I have. If you can get your hitters to concentrate on trying to hit the ball from gap to gap, the home runs will eventually fly out the park.
Kylie Johnson trying to bunt her way aboard, and she will. And it gets away from the first baseman, not far enough. Nice job by the right fielder, Coggins, to back up the throw. But it's a base hit with 1 out.
I want you to watch Johnson coming out of the box. She had the forethought to jump over the ball. The ball was in fair territory right in front of the plate, and she actually cognitively saw that, processed it, and actually jumped over the ball.
Because if it hits her in fair territory, she's out. So she's aboard with outstanding speed down at first base. And there she goes. Pitch is taken for a ball, and Johnson swipes second. And that is her 12th stolen base in 14 attempts.
I'd love to see another shot of that. Let's see if we got this here. Watch this on the bunt by Johnson. Right here, watch her now. See that? She looked down and saw it and made sure she stayed clear of that ball.
Taylor Pipkins, and she looks at a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, we've mentioned quite often about Johnson, and that she is a 5-tool player when she's swinging it well. And a great athlete.
That is the last piece of the puzzle for her, is hitting with consistency. And she is using her short game, and I like that. When you're struggling to reach base, or you're struggling to get a base hit, if you've got good wheels, there's nothing wrong with putting a bunt down.
Taylor Pipkins at the plate. Sophomore's had an outstanding year with 7 home runs and 16 driven in. And she hit a big home run on Sunday, which
and I know
Clemson a 4-0 lead, a 2-run homer.
You were the one that made the point first. When you look at her, she doesn't look like a home run hitter, but her quick hands and arms really generate a lot of power.
She drives this one to right center. It will one-hop the wall. Johnson scores from second. Pipkins slides into second with a run-producing double, and now a 4-0 Clemson advantage. That
was a great job of hitting by Pipkins. There was no doubt that Johnson was going to score, but I happened just to see. Watch how well Pipkins runs the bases here if we have it. She never broke stride. She was 2 bases all the way on that. And she got in there like it was nobody's business.
Well, the other part of that equation was the fact that she hit it so hard. I think the center fielder, the Cure, thought she had a play on it, but couldn't get there. It was by her before she knew what happened. Hey, while we have a moment, I know that you heard from a very special lady.
The other day, I was leaving the ballpark, and this very nice lady came up to me and stopped me. And her name is Sarah Lindsay. And Miss Lindsay told me how much she enjoyed the production and the presentation of these games that we put on out there and stream. She has lived here literally all her life, and she said that she has waited forever for softball to come to Clemson, and she is just so happy about it. And I just wanted to tell Miss Lindsay how much we appreciated her acknowledging us, and the production crew and the play-by-play people. And we're glad that we're you know, that we do something that you like.
Well, and as you know, it's the guys that do all the work in the studio back on campus, and Easton Smith and his group.
Well, they're the best of the best. So.
Yeah. Here's Brockenbrough, a base hitter first time. Runner at second, one out, run in. And Jamison takes outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, Jamison reached on an infield hit to start the game, and then she was trying to catch PC napping and tried to steal second, and a good play by the PC defense to throw her out at second. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
It's a good pitch by Duncan.
That was a good pitch.
1 and 2.
It gets lost sometimes, but this is Clemson's only 7th year of playing softball, 7th season. The first season was cut way short because of the
Brockenbrough drives it to deep right center field, and it is off the top of the wall. Pipkin scores from second. Brockenbrough into second. It's 5-0 Tigers.
And they have come out here in this second inning and they have jumped all over Peyton Duncan.
The Tigers offensively as a team is really starting to heat up. We saw it at Pittsburgh. We saw it this past weekend against a great Virginia staff. And now 5-0 early on in this one.
Yeah, and as a coach, what you worry about, you want them to feel good, you want them to do that, but you want to save some of these runs for the weekend.
Here's Chanel. She takes a strike. So back-to-back doubles after the 3-run homer by Bro gave Clemson a 3-0 lead. And after a Corey Hicks strikeout, Johnson reached on the bunt single, stole second. Pipkins doubled the right center, and then Brockenbrough follows with a double in the right center. And now Chanel's going to try out left center, and she'll one-hop the wall. Brockenbrough scores from second. Chanel cruises into second. 3 straight doubles for the Tigers, and it's 6-0.
Yeah, we're doing a little double, double, double. Could we call that a triple-double?
Yeah, well, I think you just did.
I think I did too, didn't I?
That's good. You come up with some good ones.
I can't. Yeah, that was just right off the.
That was off the
cuff there, you know. I mean, it wasn't nearly as. Look at just motoring in there.
Chanel rips it into left center, and that is going to be the day for the starter Duncan.
And that's going to give us Kaylee Huckabee coming into the game.
So the Tigers have scored 6. They've got a runner at second with 1 out. Who knows? Agent, that's Scott Whitlock over here to my right.
Yeah.
Your left on the screen. Tony Schufo with you. 6-0 Tigers. Runner at second, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second.
The celebrated Tony Schufo.
Kaylee Huckabee and now in the circle. I like the shot of you before they came back when you were just relaxing.
Yeah.
And there's a good look at the freshman.
She's out of Rockmart, Georgia, which is not far from Bremen.
So they could have been summer league teammates.
They could all ride together, yeah.
Here's Pavesi, who drove one to deep left her first time.
They got 2 from Bremen and 1 from Rockmart. And just imagine all of them piled in the same car, road trip to Clinton, South Carolina.
Have you been to Clinton, South Carolina?
Many times.
Many times. All right. 2-1. They have a great burger joint there. I forget the name. We're not going to advertise for others, but I know they have a great burger joint in Clinton. I had a buddy who played football at PC.
Did you really?
I did. Back when Callie Galt was the head coach. You remember that name?
No, I don't know that I do.
Legendary coach at PC football.
No.
The 2-1 to Pavesi. Skits away. Down to third, Chanel. Boy, that's a heads-up base running by the shortstop for the Tigers.
I have a former classmate that was the SID at PC for many years. Hunter Reed.
Hunter Reed, he's a legend in SID circles in this state. Pavesi bounces it to second, and off the second baseman Burton into right center. A run will score. Chanel crosses, and the Tigers lead it 7-0.
We'll have to see how they score that. That ball took a wicked hop.
We'll wait on the score from our good friend Robert Bradley, the official scorer.
And I'm confident he'll get it right. I wanted to see if they show the hop.
Wow.
That was a wicked hop.
So the Tigers have batted around. Here is Cintron, who led off the inning with a walk and later scored. Takes a strike. She scored as part of the 3-run homer by Sarah Bro.
And there's still only one out in the inning.
Well, regardless of how they score it, it will be an RBI regardless for Pavesi, and there's strike 2 of Huckabee. No balls and 2 strikes.
They finally scored it an error.
They scored it in E4. Do give Pavesi, however, the run batted in. RBI number 36 on the season for the freshman. Cintron checked her swing. Did she do it in time?
Doesn't look like anybody's going to ask. Yeah, now they asked. They said there was no swing.
Your thoughts, Coach?
She held it.
She did. Michael Stewart, the first base umpire. 2-2. Count even on Cintron. She chops it to third. They'll go to second one, the relay to first, and that's in time for a double play around the horn. Duke to Burton to Darby. But the Tigers score 7. Number of big hits in the inning, but none bigger than what Sarah Bro did.
No, it wasn't none bigger than that. She drove that thing out in right center in a heartbeat.
Coach, we talked about how well they've done pitching-wise, but look at this defense over the last few ball games.
Yeah, first 28 ball games, Tigers made 39 errors. That's a lot.
That is.
And now over the last 12 games, they've only made 3. That's a little bit more
and you know what's
digestible.
What's really crazy about the last 12? All 3 came in one game. So 11 of the last 12, they played error-free softball. 312 total chances during that time and a .990 fielding percentage.
And wins and losses reflect that, don't it?
Morgan Farthing leads off the inning with a base hit to right field. And it does. When you're throwing strikes, staying ahead in the count, playing great defense.
Yes.
And we saw sometimes, in the past, over the last few years, at times defensively, when you play great teams, you give them 4 and 5 outs an inning.
Yep.
That'll do you in. Tigers have not been doing that at all lately.
one of the things that helps a defense a great deal that a lot of folks may not know a lot. Well, they probably do know this, but if you get a pitcher throwing strikes, if you get a pitcher that's walking a lot of people, throwing a lot of balls, the defense gets on their heels.
That's a great point, Coach. The 0-1. Coggins showed bunt on the first pitch. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. So Morgan Farthing leads off the top half of the third with a base hit, and now the Blue Hose have the leadoff runner, or leadoff batter, I should say, aboard for the 2nd time in 3 innings. Swing and a miss.
Now I have a question for you to ponder.
All right.
Why are the Blue Hose playing in white socks?
Yeah, that's for Easton Smith, our producer, to answer. He's good about that stuff. Now they could have socks. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss, struck her out. Now they could have those fancy socks like you wear.
Well,
You got some fancy duds on.
well, now these socks were given to me by my daughter, my 39-year-old knucklehead, and I have to wear them or she'll sign me up and put me in a home.
Pitch is swung on, it popped up. Should be easy for Chanel at short. She's got it. And Arnett is retired for out number 2. Okay, here's my answer to the question.
Okay.
If you wear a solid blue uniform with pinstripes, you can't have blue socks. You got to have a contrasting color.
Okay, well,
That's my answer, and I'm sticking with it.
all right, stay with, and that's fine, and it's their prerogative.
No, I don't know if that's the reason, but we'll take it. Here's Duke. Duke swings and lines it fair inside the bag at third. Nice play by Johnson in left to hold Duke to a base hit, but she has now reached base in 16 consecutive games, the freshman.
And now we see why she's hitting 403, because she turned on that ball and hit it right down the line.
Wasted very little time, and let me tell you, get one past Sarah Bro, you've hit it hard.
Yep, and that ball was hit very firmly.
Yep.
Good job by Johnson, again, getting over there and cutting it off and keeping the runner at second base.
Foul tip by Burton, no balls and a strike. 3 hits now for the Blue Hose. Presbyterian rounding out their regular season as well this weekend. They'll be on the road at USC Upstate. The 0-1 catches the corner, 0-2.
Right here's where you ought to just go right to the gas. I'd throw something hard and up and see what they can do with it.
This is upstairs.
Well, they threw the pitch I called, but it was way up.
By the way, another good crowd, even on this Tuesday night after a long weekend with sellouts. A great crowd is here again tonight. Here's the 1-2.
Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. That's a tough get because you got school, you got all sorts of stuff, people coming home from work. And for this number of people to show up, I think it just speaks well to everything, the ticket people, the marketing people, ticket selling, just everything.
Hit foul left side. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 on and 2 out. So have you been to a game at Presbyterian? You said you've been to Clinton a few times.
Dude, I've coached in them. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there as a coach. I've been there as an administrator. But yeah, I have coached games in Clinton, and I have ridden the bus from Marietta to Clinton and back in the same day.
Abby Dunning takes care of Burton, and she takes care of the threat in the top of the third. 7-0 Tigers. coming back on March the 10th, 2020.
I was in this press box watching Valerie Cagle on the mound, watching the first Clemson program ever win a game against Presbyterian. And it's significant because, if my memory serves, that's the last game played that year.
You are right on.
If you see right there, this was the COVID year, ladies and gentlemen. This was Clemson's first year. They beat Presbyterian 5-0, and then everything got suspended and stopped because of COVID, and the NCAA lost the spring season, and it was just one of those things in life that we've never encountered before, or I haven't, certainly.
Yeah, 2 days later, everything came to a halt. Tigers were 19-8 at the time. And looking at the graphics, here's a good look at that. That is located here at McWhorter Stadium, just behind the first base dugout near the concourse area. Here's Sarah Breaux, 3-run homer her last time, after Collins was hit by a pitch to start the inning. No balls and a strike. 7-0 Clemson. Breaux now with 8 homers and 26 driven in. And things came to a quick halt. And looking at the graphics that we just saw there, the Tigers were ranked number 2 at the time.
Yeah, they were ranked very high. I don't know if they were number 2.
They weren't ranked number 2. So I just saw a 2 by their name and was wondering. Seeing if you remember. I was checking your memory. And there's the guy who orchestrated everything going back to 2020.
Johnny Ballgame.
2019, actually. They had a year just working out, right, Coach?
Yeah, Johnny Ballgame. The 2020 team was bolstered by the fact that some of them had been recruited and had been in school a full year before they ever played a game. And there he is, the guy, the architect of the playing portion of the Clemson softball program, John Rittman, or Johnny Ballgame as he prefers.
1-2 due to Sarah Breaux, and she rips this one, and it will hook foul left side out of play. So 19-8. What do you, I mean, obviously Valerie Cagle's a name that everyone remembers.
Yep.
We saw the sign commemorating the 2020 team, but there's also a plaque of Valerie there, went on to become the National Player of the Year. And Valerie, along with Maddie Moore, All-Americans for this program, as Breaux pulls another one foul. But what else do you remember about that inaugural season? Were you surprised?
The sheer excitement of all the fans and all the people here. That's what I remember most about 2020. This place was on fire for softball. And
2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's pretty much stayed that way.
I was about to say, I don't think it's changed a bit. And look, I didn't know a lot about Clemson softball because obviously they never had it.
Correct.
At the time I'm living in Charleston, I'd heard about them. I knew they were good, and you become a fan.
Yeah.
Everyone loves the winner.
Sure they do.
Pulled foul again. I remember one of my first conversations with Coach going back 4 years ago when Valerie was a junior, I think it was, and asked him about Val because he says she's a generational talent. Now, this guy has coached a few that are generational talents, as have you.
Yeah, we both have been blessed. But that right there, that guy right there is we're talking about John Rittman, of course, is one of the finest softball coaches that I've ever known. And as good as he is as a coach, you've heard me say this, Tony.
Yes.
He's twice the man. John Rittman is a tremendous individual. His wife, Lori, who...
And Breaux pulls this one. This time it's fair down the left field line. First and second, nobody out.
Great family. But yeah, you see Breaux continuing her good work. And the hitters for the Clemson Tigers have picked up right where they left off last inning. And they're hitting everything with a little bit of authority.
There's a good look from one of our great camera angles.
And we do get a lot of good shots at this stadium from this group that works.
So here's Corey Hicks as she takes the ball.
There's dozens of people that have to work so hard to make these broadcasts look so simple.
And we've got all their names.
And we've got the easy part.
Yeah. 2-0. By the way, that was a 9-pitch at bat for the freshman Breaux, who it pays off with a line drive base hit to left.
We're watching her grow up right before our eyes. As a player, I'm speaking.
Yeah. Very mature young lady. Hicks pulls it just foul. A nice job by Dustin Holston doing a little dancing down there at the third base umpire.
Third base umpire showing he's a little bit agile.
I got to be honest, Coach. I don't think either one of us get out of the way. I think
I wouldn't make that much of an effort. Just let it hit me.
I would have pulled something. Hicks ahead in the count, and she drives it to deep left center field, and Corey Hicks has just belted her 11th home run of the year, and it stretches the Tiger lead to 10-0.
And she was sitting back waiting on it. And this Tiger batting order is starting to roar and growl and all the things that you come to expect out of the Clemson Tiger softball program.
So Hicks with RBIs 36, 37, and 38. That's a second 3-run homer tonight for Clemson, and that was a no-doubter.
And that's scoring in buckets right there.
Here's Kylie Johnson, and the dance party is on in the dugout, and that is part of the little money thing that they do down there.
Oh, they have a good time.
Johnson bunt single her first time, eventually scored. Scored on the double in the right center by Pipkins at the time, gave Clemson a 4-0 lead.
This is quite a showing today, and they are showing that, like we've talked about, they're getting hot at the right time. But they do also have to keep things in perspective, and as you know. And I mean no disrespect on anybody on this. This coming weekend will be different than what we're seeing tonight.
Well,
the runs will come at a greater expense. They will be harder to earn.
2-1 is in there for a strike. Now, having said that, it's easy to look ahead sometimes because you know the challenge coming up in Durham over the weekend. And I would say that a mark of a good team is not to look ahead and take care of business in front of you.
They're doing what they should do. They're doing what they should do. You cannot tell your team not to perform. You know, you can do certain things as a coach to kind of monitor the pace of the game, and you don't want to embarrass a team and things of that nature. But if you're in the lineup, you still have to play the game hard. If you don't, you'll get hurt.
Johnson picks up her second knock of the night. Tigers now in double figures in the hit total. That was hit number 10. Here's Pipkins.
And this is going to get the lineup flipped over for the second time. Everybody will have 2 at-bats,
You got it, Coach. Yes, sir.
I think here in a bit may be the time we start seeing some substitutions.
1 ball, no strikes. That misses inside. Pipkins with the...
That is such a double-edged sword, Tony, because you, as a coach, you said, man, we're really playing good. I don't really want to take my foot off the gas. But at the same time, you want to save a little bit and give them a little extra rest going into this huge weekend this weekend. So we'll see how Johnny plays.
And the other part of that equation, is this true, Coach? Because you've got young women on the bench that are young, and they just need
a chance at-bats.
Regardless, yeah.
There he is.
But you'd rather have that dilemma on a Tuesday than the other way. And Pipkins is aboard.
As we got that look at Coach Rittman out there at third base coaching box, you can tell he's always thinking.
Well,
and right here, we're going to see our first pinch hitter right now.
It looks like it's going to be Russell. We've got a meeting in the circle. So let me give you some of the names of the guys, Coach, while we have a half a second. And I won't be able to go through the entire list. But producer tonight, Easton Smith. Director, Connor Bostic. Matt Glenn, Brett Key, Caroline Black. Folks, these are everyone that they do the work in the studio behind the scenes, cameras, whatever. There will be a pitching change.
Yes, that's going to be number 15, Avery Robinson, coming into the game. She's 6-7 on the year with a 3.39 ERA and 111 innings of work. Please continue.
Well, Corey Weichels, I hope I pronounced that right. Connor Nash, Levi Matthews, oh, by the way, is working. He's a former football player here for Coach Sweeney.
I hear he has a great voice.
He has a great voice. Casey O'Brien, Kevin Smith, who we know very well. The guy that's There's a guy that's in the booth with us tonight. Alex Margulis is with us. And then we've got some camera folks. We have John Folsom, who's, as I'm looking at my notes here, John Folsom. We got Cody Satsker. Aiden Hogan is on camera 1.
There's somebody peeking out, giving us a wave.
That's Glenn. That's Glenn Spake.
There's a couple.
Who is that we got out there? Then we got Toby Coriston and Emma Carey in the outfield. And we've got Ryan McCatron.
Oh.
Names are not my forte, but I'm trying, folks. With a name like Shufo.
Yeah, he's got a lot of forehead.
He's a good one. They're all great. And someone's hiding from us.
Yeah.
That's Aiden. Aiden Hogan. And there is Henry Guess, also a former football player. He looks like we can see Henry from here.
I ain't saying nothing bad about him.
No, I've met Henry.
Down here and
I've met Henry many times over at Little John Coliseum and other places.
No.
I always thought he just went by Sir, like
that
yes,
is
sir.
The best. There's a look in the production area. But I want to tell you something.
There it is.
Our cameraman behind home plate's the best looking guy I've ever seen in my life.
You know, he can come get you.
I ain't messing with him. I ain't messing with him at all.
And Libby Keene is our statistician tonight. But there's a number of folks, and these aren't all of them. That's who's working tonight. I don't want to use the term they make us look good. I don't know if that's possible, but they make us sound good at times. They're terrific.
Did you mention the pinch hitter here?
Yeah, I am about to. Thank you, Coach. And that is going to be Sarah Rushello, who will bat for Brockenbrough. And we've also got a new pitcher in the circle.
And I mentioned her just a few minutes ago. That is Avery Robinson. She's 6-7 on the year and 111 and 2/3 innings of work. She's got an ERA of 3.39, the best ERA on the team. But I kind of thought we would see substitutions start happening here, trying to protect some people. The Tigers, just like every other team in the country, got some players nicked up. It's going to give them some rest before the Duke series. And it's going to give these younger players, as you talked about, an opportunity to play.
Yeah, experience, right? I mean,
yes.
Nothing like experience. And I like Rushello a lot. I look at, she's got a great aggressive swing. Behind here, 1-2. She fouls this one off. But if you take a look, we'll find her numbers here in just a minute. You know, that's the only negative about working with me is I tend to lose everything. I'll find those numbers in a moment on Rushello. She swings and hits this one to short, and they will go to third on a nice play by the shortstop Arnett, who fires to Duke at third. That'll retire Johnson for the first out of the inning.
That was a good play. Rushello's a freshman out of Fort Mill, South Carolina.
Fort Mill, South Carolina. So here's Kylie Chanel, the shortstop. She swings and fouls off the first pitch. So Rushello, when you look at her numbers coming off the bench, mainly as a pinch runner this year, she has scored 8 runs. She, along with Ava Wilson, who comes off the bench quite a bit, scored 8 runs. Strike 2 to Chanel. Kylie has flied out and doubled in a run. And the new catcher,
Logan Grice.
Oh, and 2 on Chanel. This is outside. So we went from one Grice to another. Did you notice that?
No, that slid by me. They're both catchers, too.
Yep.
Go figure.
Sierra and Logan. 2-2. That's what threw me off. That doesn't take
that
much
was
credit.
it. That's what did it. That's what did it.
You've been wondering all year. Finally, the final regular season.
Oh, yeah, there
you go. Fouled off right side. 2-2. Yeah. So, yeah, my wife could have clued you in on that long time ago, but you didn't want to. So, I'm thinking Grice. Wasn't she already in the game? But no. It's 2 on, 1 out. 10-0 Tigers in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That's off the mid of the catcher Grice, and both runners will move up.
Now, if you're the Tigers, you want to not get sloppy. You want to go about your business, get your work in. if you're the Presbyterian Blue Hose, what you want to do is you don't want to get sloppy. Get your work in, respect the game, and get out of it quick as you can.
And a great pitch by Robinson to get Chanel swinging for a big second out.
That was a very good pitch there. I think the head coach of Presbyterian, Coach David Williams, who I think has done a great job over there. I think he made this pitching change because he wants to get his team off the field as quick as he can. What I mean by that is this is one of his better pitchers. He's not like just sending somebody out there to feed them up to the wolves.
In his 8th season in Clinton, South Carolina. Second and third, 2 outs. Here's Pavesi. 0 for 2, but has driven in a run. She hit the ball to deep left her first time. Nice running catch out there by Farthing. And then last time she hit that 2-hopper to second that took a tough bounce on Burton and scooted into right center, drove in a run. Officially went down as an E4. So she's 0 for 2 officially. And this one she drives to left, but Farthing should have room. Shy of the track, she makes the catch. And the inning comes to a close. But the Tigers add to their lead. It's now 10-0. Corey Hicks with a 3-run homer, her 11th of the season. Well, Coach, Sunday, May the 10th. That's a big day for everyone in this game.
Getting close, 2 weeks from Sunday, when it all starts. All the practices, all the road trips, all the games, the sprained ankles, the bruises. And then Selection Sunday comes along.
So here's the pitcher, Avery Robinson, to lead things off. Speaking of pitcher, the Tigers have a new pitcher in the circle. First pitch is fouled off. It's Lexi Hames, the freshman right-hander. Harmony, Pennsylvania.
She's was a lauded freshman coming in, has been trying to figure things out. It's always an adjustment.
One thing about John Rittman, if you're out there and you're being recruited by John Rittman, you're a young softball player, the 0-1 is in there for a strike. He will give you an opportunity. When Lexi came in, she immediately got opportunities. There's Sarah Rushlow in center field. Number of changes for John. And the Tigers, as we go to the top of the 4th, we'll get to those in just a moment. Rushlow in center.
And we got a new catcher back there. Did we mention that yet?
Well, we're getting there. I wonder.
All right.
Yeah. There it is, Sam Minish, who may have the best arm on the ball club.
Swiss Army knife out of Hull, Georgia.
And there's Ava Wilson in left field. Sophomore.
Yeah. Her home was up near Marietta. place I'm familiar with back outside of Atlanta, Georgia.
Ames skips that one in there, 2-2. Yeah, and going back to Coach Rick, look, when you come here, you've proven you belong on this level. He's going to give you every opportunity to play immediately. And Alexi got a number of those shots early on. And as you mentioned, it's an adjustment. She's getting better each and every day. But going back to Coach Rittman, that's just part of his DNA, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And not every program's like that, though, where they give the young kids opportunities right off the bat.
It's some places are different than others, and I'm not going to cast any aspersions on any particular way that somebody does or doesn't do something, but every coach has his or her way of doing things.
Good at bat by Robinson as she stays alive, 2-2. And the point being that I like his philosophy. You come here, I recruited you for a reason, and we're gonna give you a chance to get your feet wet right from the beginning, from the get-go.
Yeah, well, look over there at third base and look over there at first base for the Tigers.
Yep. We saw Ava Wilson last year as a freshman. Swing and a miss. Took something off. Nice pitch, Coach.
Nice pitch right there. I don't know if that was the straight change or just an off-speed pitch, but that was a great job there. I think it's worth noting that the entire starting Clemson infield comes back intact. The everyday five, including the catcher.
Here's Blair Darby. Swing and a miss.
And Hames is getting it up there pretty firm tonight, too. That was a 70-mile-an-hour pitch.
Wow. Yeah, you mentioned this infield. Freshman on the corners, and Pavesi at first, and Bro at third. But you've got a sophomore at second. She got an opportunity last year as a true freshman. Ava Wilson made a number of starts last year as a freshman. We saw what Pipkins did. She was only the ACC tournament MVP a year ago as a rookie.
And we got the ancient one, the junior out there, Chanel at shortstop.
Swing and a miss. She's getting it up there pretty good. 70 on that one.
That was 71.
71. I'm looking at the wrong clock.
That's got some giddy up. Not only that, the ball's moving. It's a lively ball.
Had some giddy up on it?
That it did. It had some giddy up.
How do you spell that?
Well, it's several different ways.
Here's the 1-2. Struck her out.
You can go GID-E-UP, giddy up.
Giddy up.
Or giddy, G-I-D-D-Y.
Coach, she climbed the ladder on that pitch at 70.
Yes, she did.
How important is it for a pitcher to change eye level?
Extremely important. Changing planes and being able to hit your spots, that's called pitching. And if you can change speeds, that's called pitching at a very high level.
This is Logan Grice, the catcher. Her first at bat. Actually, it's going to be Sierra and not Logan.
You know, if you're wondering about what to get me for Christmas,
binoculars.
And I know that's right. No. I want a Dairy Queen vanilla ice cream machine. I think vanilla ice cream from Dairy Queen is about the best thing in the world you can eat.
3-0.
You ever heard anybody say it was bad?
No, I've really never thought about it.
So you really can't argue with me on this.
No, I don't argue with you anyway, but no, if that's what you want.
Yeah.
I think you got a long drive home tonight. You're probably going to pass a few on the way home.
I passed 3.
But who's counting? 4-pitch walk to Sierra Grice.
You got to have options in this world.
Yeah, they do have good ice cream. So do you let me ask, are you a cone guy, cup guy? What do you do here?
All of them.
All of them.
Shake, whatever.
Oh, shake is your favorite?
Any of them.
Here's DeCure. Swing and a miss, struck out her first time.
I know people have their own opinions, but.
So when you get your shake, is it a shake with like Snickers or something?
No.
No, you just want vanilla.
Yep, that's what I want. If I want stuff in it, I'll order a Blizzard. That's the way that the good Lord meant things to me.
Well, Because I know Coach is going to ask me at some point between now and Christmas, hey, did Coach Whitlock ever talk to you in the booth about what he was looking for Christmas?
Yeah,
you know, he always comes to me on that.
No, he's not.
And when he does, I'm going to tell him.
He's not going.
And I'm going to make sure he knows it's not a blizzard machine. It's just a shake machine. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And for Hames, a very good top of the 4th. She strikes out the side. Strands a runner.
And while we're away, we'll think of something else to befuddle people about what we talk about during a ball game.
Tigers here tonight.
Isn't that great to see? And just think, 7 years ago, they couldn't be here because we didn't have it here yet. Or, well, we did, but we were in the middle of a pandemic. 8 years ago, it wasn't here yet. Now these young women are sitting in the stands here at McCord Stadium thinking one day maybe they can play out there on that field. And I just think that is great for the community and all the young people in this area.
So we do have a pinch hitter. In fact, it looks like we'll have a couple to start off with. And very familiar name getting ready to hit. Yeah. How? Oh, my goodness. There you go.
Look at that. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Love that hairdo.
We both do.
Yeah, well.
And I bet, like you, that little one loves vanilla ice cream.
I bet he does, too. He or she.
He or she. Julia Noller will grab a bat. Speaking of familiar names.
Been a tough 26 for Noller. Absolutely brilliant her freshman and sophomore year. It's almost like she's having a sophomore slump her junior season. But she'll work hard and she'll be back. She's too good a player not to be.
Yeah, well, a year ago, 15 home runs.
But there's been an obvious downward spiral in terms of her RBIs and home runs and her batting average. And I think a lot of it has to do with confidence.
Well, one of the things you do notice about her, though, she doesn't give away many at-bats. She does have good competitive at-bats.
And you know what? And everybody, I do not know the young lady, but everybody I talk to talks about what a good kid she is and what a good teammate she is and what a good person she is. And she's somebody that you pull for.
Yes. Yeah, she is a delight to be around, no question. 2-2. Just missed away. Sometimes when you're not hitting like you think you should, you get over-aggressive at the plate. She has had really good at-bats. This one is flared into center. Will anybody get to it? It'll be the shortstop. Nice play by Arnett. A few steps into center field, out number 1. Marion Collins has a perfect day going. Or she won't hit, though. It will be instead.
Number 10.
Yeah.
That is Riley Burton. And Riley Burton on the year. This is her first at bat, according to my stats.
First at bat of the season for Riley Burton. She's hitting for Collins, who had a perfect day with a base hit and a walk and a couple of runs scored. And Burton takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Evie Robinson has done a nice job.
Man, I'm pulling for this kid to get a base hit. Can you imagine that? I hit 1,000 at home this year, Coach.
How about that? 2 balls and a strike. Sarah Breaux has a 3-run homer in this ball game. Waits on deck. Swing and a miss. Count even at 2-2. I guess they're underway now behind us at Doug Kingsmore Stadium. College baseball tonight. This one is flied sky high to left field. Farthing puts it away, 2 down. And here's Sarah Breaux, 3-run homer her first time. And then single that scored in front of Corey Hicks's 3-run homer. Back in the 3rd inning. 2 outs, base is empty. See if Breaux's got a multi-homer game in her again. She did it Friday night.
The things that our producer says in my ear.
See, he's not talking to me.
Yeah.
2 balls and no strikes. He's still trying to.
He's still reeling from the Dairy Queen and the vanilla ice cream.
I think he's hungry. By the way, they had a nice spread tonight. Swung on, fly ball to left. Got underneath it just a bit. Farthing puts it away. And it's a 1-2-3 top of the 4th for Avery Robinson, who's done a nice job as the 3rd pitcher tonight for PC. We go to the 5th, 10-0 Tigers. And it's right around the corner.
Yep, and it's up in Charlottesville, Virginia this year. As you can see, it's all right there in front of you. The seating's based on the conference winning percentage. The first 10 games will be on ACC Network and the championship game on ESPN. And the championship game is set for May 9th at 2:30. It's a single elimination tournament. And there's going to be a lot of jockeying for position in that tournament. Not necessarily about do you get in, but where you're seated.
Well, a year ago, the Tigers rallied to win all 3 games coming from behind against Virginia in their opening game, won at 7-4 on the Pipkins Grand Slam, rallied to come from behind to beat Virginia Tech in the semifinals. There's pitch from Haynes to Morgan Farthing, the left fielder's outside a ball. Won that one 10-9. And then, of course, the 2-run homer in the 7th inning by Kylie Johnson knocked off Florida State in the title game.
Yes, that's one everybody will always remember.
That was her moment to this point in her career. Foul tip. When you think about when they come back, I mean, one of the things I've always said, championships, teams are always bonded, but what keeps them 10, 20 years down the road are titles. Because they come back and they're honored and they're remembered.
That is so true.
1-1. 2-1. Yeah, it always keeps them. They always have that ring or that championship trophy. Like your national championship teams, they have a bond, a special bond, don't they?
They sure do.
2-1. May have chased. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, Coach, we haven't worked a lot together this year, but boy, is it always a pleasure to work with you. And you have become synonymous with Tigers softball. This is, what, your 7th year in the booth?
I've been here for them all so far.
Swing and a miss. That is 4 strikeouts for the freshman right-hander for the Tigers.
It's an honor. It's an honor and a privilege to work with this great institution.
It certainly is.
And so many quality people up here. You know, who are some of the nicest people? The parking attendants. The people, the ushers and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it's top to bottom.
The whole experience walking in here is just such a joy.
You know, when you're in athletics, I was on a different side of it at other schools. But when you came to Clemson, you always felt it. You know, you were always treated special. Now to live here, you really see it every day firsthand. 0-2.
Well, I worked in college athletics for 37 years as a coach and as an administrator. And there's certain things you notice. There's things that you just feel and you know. And they do it right up here.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. In the dirt. Minish fires down the first. I tell you, she's got a can at 2 down.
Yeah, I mean, She's like, give me a chance to get there.
Throws a rocket. Wish you had a radar gun on that. 2 down. As Coggins goes down swinging back to the top of the order where it looks like we're going to have a hitter. Find my roster. So Maddie Wood has grabbed a bat here in the 5th inning. Last chance for PC, and this was hit softly to second. Collins has it, flipped to first, and this ball game is over. The Tigers take care of business tonight, Coach. They did not overlook this very scrappy PC team. They scored 7 runs in the 2nd inning. They added 3 more in the 3rd, had a pair of 3-run homers, Bro and Hicks, and all total they win it by a count of 10-0.
They took care of business today. They've taken care of business the past 4 days or 5 days, and they got themselves in good shape. The home season is over with, and Clemson is arguably playing their best ball of the year at the right time, and they're going to get tested starting on Friday in Durham, North Carolina.
No doubt about it. They go to Durham to take on the Blue Devils, final 3 games of the season. And the Tigers win it tonight by a count of 10-0. John Rittman and his team, who are now ranked in the top 25 again at number 23. And they will be at Duke this weekend. They get win number 31 on the season against only 17 losses. For Easton Smith and the entire crew here at Clemson, South Carolina, Tony Schufo saying good night from Clemson, South Carolina.